Hello. I'm still kind of getting set up, so un momento. I just realized that the Pretzel app that I have downloaded is retired, so I have to now use the browser to do that until I install the next app that they have, which I could probably get now, but I'm being lazy, so. Hi. I'm quiet. Okay, let me see. You know what it is? It's the music. It's the music that's too dang loud. All right, let's see. Maybe that's louder. Is that better? Hi. They retired just the app I had installed. I literally just turned it on and said, this app's retired. Install the new one from here. And so I went here, and I'm too lazy to install it right now, so I'll just use the browser. Okay, good. Hold on. I'm still kind of like figuring out what I want to do for this. Let's share the link. Copy. And today I was thinking about, I thought about this last night. I really want to have a new thing on my commission list that's like, because I used to have emojis on there, but they were kind of boring. I mean, not like my emojis I do for like Twitch or something, but they were like just one picture of like a character's face, and then I would just modify the expression, and then maybe like make their ears, if they had cat ears, go up or down or something like that. But I want to do like an actual expression sheet. So I'm thinking I will do a character that I played a little bit in Fallout. She's like my raider character, so I'll draw her a couple different ways for that to be a good refresher for that. Hello. Okay, I just got on here. I had like the chat just a little bit open on one side. All right. So I hope you guys like this character design, because she she has a very slight Harley Quinn-esque look to her. Slight, as in I think her hair is in very terrible pigtails and she's blonde, and that's it. Maybe the personality decided too, because she's a raider, but. But it's been forever since I've drawn her, so yes, but slight Harley Quinn, I say. I'm saying that in advance so that if anyone goes, oh my gosh, she looks like Harley Quinn, I'll go, yeah, kinda. Hey, you say that, you say you always like the designs, but I don't draw my own characters too much, nor do I share them too often. I gotta remember how I draw her though. So that's like the first step, is me like remembering how I draw her. I think I'm gonna draw her like kind of straight on, and then like a little more 3/4. These are gonna be my first drawings of the day. So oh boy, they're gonna be me panicking and covering them with my hands and like, oh, don't look, guys. I don't have a whole lot of OCs. Like, I have 2 D&D ones that I only play with a little bit. Is this music too loud? Sounds like it is to me. Maybe it's fine. And then I have like all my Fallout ones, which of course I'm like totally down to always share. But it's been a little bit since I played Fallout. I bought Fallout 4 with all the expansions for my friend because he's never played a Bethesda game before. And I was like, you must play this and stream it to me. And I want to watch so I can relive what it was like to play these games for the first time through your eyes. And it's been wonderful to watch him play it. So I feel like that's what's making me want to draw this character again. thinking how I want to draw her. I'm thinking if I'm going to give her a bunch of expressions, I don't want it to be too, like, complicated for myself. So I don't want it to be too weird looking or too, realistic looking. You will play this game and you will stream it to me. It was pretty much like that. Am I making any more Animal Crossing contest? If I do, it won't be until like maybe around Christmas time or maybe later than that. It's been a while since I've drawn Animal Crossing stuff though. I keep jumping between stuff all the time. I don't know. If I had a contest, I don't remember. Which is I mean, that's totally plausible. I could totally have forgotten, but I don't know what this is about. I didn't want to say, what are you talking about? Because I might have. I had a sale. I think I gotta make her face more rounded, but with like cheekbones. And like smaller in this area. Six months ago. I don't remember. What did I do for that? Like the last contest I remember having was a Sea of Thieves contest. Did I do a giveaway for Animal Crossing? I genuinely don't remember this at all. That's terrible of me. I'm really waiting for the, oh yeah. 'I don't know if I want our eyes to be that big. Alright, so far I'm not super into this face. Because she looks kind of... The feeling's there, but the face shape isn't. We're getting somewhere. Slightly better. 4 hours. What you been making? I keep naturally doing the freaking one lash like that, and I don't want to do that for her because they don't have fancy makeup in the wasteland. Hey, you say 4 hours is like a long time. That's a pretty normal time for like anything that doesn't have a background. If you're gonna go all out. What'd you make? I wanted to have kind of a 5 head. That's awesome. Did I end up seeing that one on Twitter? I may have. Faces are definitely hard to paint if you, especially if you don't like put in so much time to like practice just recreating portraits from people's faces. Like just working from photographs online helps so much, especially the people who have like if the lighting's really good that picks up on their like facial structure and stuff, so you can see the planes really well. Thank you, Strasberg. Con. I'm trying to make my style more painterly, and now I'm in a phase where my old art looks a lot better than my new art because of the style change. Honestly, totally understand that. Totally understand that. I have plenty of times where I look back at some stuff from like a couple months ago, and for me, I think it's just the whole quarantine thing like is like getting to me a little sometimes, and so I end up like drawing in styles that feel a little more like comfortable, and then I like miss when I put in way more effort into stuff just because it's like hard to, you know, push it sometimes. But don't worry about that. Look at it more like you're adding more styles to your repertoire, and eventually they'll all kind of like meld together, and you'll find some kind of happy medium that you'll like the amount of effort you put into it. Like you'll think it looks really good, but it'll also not take you as long to make. How long have I been doing art? My style is flawless. Thank you. My style is absolutely not flawless, but I have been seriously drawing for like almost 15 years, I think. But I think I've only really liked what I've done maybe in the last 7 years or so. Like I feel confident in my stuff from the last 7 years, I'd say. Maybe 6. I don't know. I'm being a little generous with myself. All right. I want to like... I want to like make her look a little more simple, because I'm okay with the way she looks now. I think her design is simple enough to work with that I can like simplify the art style to look more cartoony. Actually, let's just do it this way. Probably like a really angry face, like a yelling, screaming face. Something a little more like horrified, and then like maybe something kind of smug. And then if you guys want me to throw one on there at the end, I can do that too. These are just for like a reference sheet, because I already do like emotes that were for like Twitch, and then I had something I called emotes, I'm air quoting, and on my commission sheet, but I didn't like them anymore because I felt like they were super dull, and they were just like the same forward-facing like face that I just changed the expression on. Like they looked pretty good and they were simple to make, but it's like I did those so long ago, and I'd rather have an expression sheet on my my menu. Mostly because I know people are still doing D&D like a lot, and I think it's just kind of another nice option. Plus, I usually end up doing this sort of like stoic, simple expression for most characters. So, you know, I guess flaunting that I can do something different is, you know, not a bad thing. See, I said slightly, just because she's gonna have blonde hair and their pigtails, and she looks a little psychopathic, and that's it. Comms aren't even open yet. I'm doing them on the 1st. I'm gonna start taking names. So if you're on my website, which I think it should be linked below, and you go to the commission info page, there should be like a place you just submit your email, and then that's all you have to do. And then I put all the emails into a raffle thing, and then I'll draw like, I don't know, 5 or so names at a time as I'm going through them all. And that's how we're doing commissions now. I can't believe it's already the 29th. Oh my goodness. I should probably actually like write up a really like clear thing for that soon too. I did change it to that, and I'm so glad that I did, because with the emails where they're submitted to me, I just get like the date they were submitted and the email, and I can put them all onto like an Excel spreadsheet, delete the dates, so I only have the emails, and then I can put them all into like a free like thing that just randomly selects something from a list of names I have. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so much easier. So I'm just gonna do it that way. I tried doing the I pick what I want to draw thing for the last commission set, because so many people were like, you know, wanting me to try that out, and you know, I'm like, you know, that sounds kind of fun, I'll try it out. No, it was no different than anything else, if not more stressful. So I had to read through so many emails for everyone's things, and I loved so many, so it was way too hard to pick like a few to do. And so no, I can't do that. I gotta do it this way. There's so many people who are younger than me who are far better at drawing. I used to be insecure about my art now, and I use it as motivation. Okay, that's so perfect and wonderful. I'm so glad you do that. Same. I love when I see people on Instagram follow me that are like their art looks like, not that they're starting out, but that they're definitely like, you know, a younger artist. I go, oh, like I'm gonna check out like their stuff, and then they're like 15 or something. I'm like, how? Oh my god, like that's amazing. I was Garbo at 15, and like I just want to push them so hard. I'm like, you're gonna be incredible in like 5 years. Like you're gonna be amazing. You can do whatever you want. So it's the coolest thing. And a lot of that I think comes from just them being exposed to the internet, because this is literally like the Library of Alexandria of modern day. Like we have everything we could ever need to learn from right here. So hell yeah, they're just like our friendly competition, you know? We got to keep up with them youngins. I should keep her smile the same. I know. Oh my gosh, it is. 5 years now is like, oh, I guess I'm 30 now. No different than when I was 25. Oh my god, I have to check them out. That's awesome. Like, I wasn't exaggerating when I said a 15-year-old too. Like, I've seen so many, like, between 15 and 8-year-olds on Instagram that are amazing. Just, like, their sense of, like, color and, like, posing and everything already is so good. I'm trying to keep her eye shape the same as I draw her from a slightly different angle. I think I need to drop down her nose a bit, Leo. By the way, this playlist on Pretzel is called Lo-Fi. And I don't think they had a Lo-Fi list before. If they did, I totally missed it. So hi, Majo. Or Majo. Thank you. It does, because I would normally have like the kind of like retro wave music on here, which is awesome. I love it, but I think it's a little intense for drawing. Watching a speed paint to it though, totally fine. Depending on the art. All right, we're getting somewhere. Let me like tweak around. This is how you cheat. Good enough. All right. That's what we're gonna do for our base. I'm actually just going to finish. Actually, I'll draw all the expressions first, and then I'll like make them all look pretty. Man, this is gonna be real interesting for you guys to watch. Me mess this up the whole way through. All right, let's see. Hi, Feeling Blue. Redrawing your profile pic. I do that maybe once a year, if that. I am so dedicated to just editing the current profile picture I have over and over again. And this one's from a year ago, so. I totally like weirdly envy people who redraw themselves every year on their birthday. I want to totally get in the habit of doing that. And I end up drawing myself sometimes on my birthday. But I get really lazy about it and just throw something together like in 15 minutes. I'm like, ah, good enough. Here's my birthday picture. Wait, let me like look at it. Can I look it up close? Will it let me? No, I can't. I just have to look real close. It looks beautiful. From what I can see from this absolutely tiny, like 2 centimeter by 2 centimeter window I have. It's my favorite color palettes, and it looks cute. All right, so we're gonna have her doing a thing like a yelling. This is gonna look so anime first. Oh my god, no. What is this? This is not lo-fi. What happened? I'm not into this. Or am I? I'm not into this. No vocals. Get out of here. Oh no. Chipmunk vocals. No. Get out of here. Alright. That's more like it. Something that barely picks up on my thing. Okay. Hello, Mocha. How are you? glad you enjoy them. I really sat here today like, do I want to stream today? And I did. I really, really wanted to. Because I was thinking about this last night, like drawing these things with you guys. But sometimes you just crawl out of bed. You're like, I don't know. I could be drawing in the quiet of my room. But this is more fun. And I remember that it's more fun every time I turn it on. Hi, Death. I'm pretty good, actually. I'm having really bad sleep patterns lately where I, like, go to bed, like, at a reasonable time to try and fix my sleep schedule, and then I still wake up, like, way later, and I'm like, oh, God. So, but you know what? Oh, well, it's vacation time, right? All year long. So, can't get hung up on that kind of stuff. I want her to have pretty gnarly expressions, by the way. I'm not afraid to make her ugly, because she is a raider, so she can be as ugly as I want her to be. I just started streaming, like, maybe less than an hour ago, so you didn't miss nothing. Let's turn this down a little bit. Me too. I love, like, super liney, like, real feeling, hyper pushed expressions. Should I make this like an angry one or like a almost happy expression where she's like excitedly killing something? Or I could do like that weird fine line in the middle of you're not quite sure if she's excited to be this angry. Track my... Well, thank you, Aw. I don't know when the last time is that you watched to see that difference, but yay! Hi, Tal. It's okay. I literally just started shooting not that long ago. You know, I might just... I don't want to darken her eyes, because I imagine her with, like, really bright colored eyes. Oops. I do remember you. I just don't remember the last time that you were in here. Unless it was just the last time I streamed. Time moves very weird for me right now. Do not take it personally. I'm so sorry. Hi, Four Wire and Nazamin. I remembered exactly who you were the moment you were like, I'm sad you don't remember me. I'm like, oh yes, the one who could not go to bed. I did. That was my last stream then. Those emos turned out pretty cute, by the way. I didn't post them. I should. I'll post my Twitter right now so you guys can see them. She wanted me to hold off on the third one for a little bit. Because she can't upload it quite yet. There. Hello, Dust. You know what I really want to do this? I just remember now. Like, it's all coming back to me, my visions of last night of how I wanted to do this stream. I wanted to do partial body expressions with, like, maybe, like, just under the bust. So I can include some hands. And here I am, not doing that. Oh my gosh. Hi, BB. And, oh, I animate. And Bodagast, hello. And Iona, I can't quite read that one. I love your art, Momo. Thank you. You've been a huge addition to me. Oh, that's so sweet. I remember finding your YouTube video somewhere time ago and went on a huge hunt to follow your art. Oh my god, thank you. I'm under the same name on everything, but you're trying to find me everywhere. Anyone that's not the ones I pretty much list are probably really old accounts that I forgot I made billions of years ago. I've had the same screen name since I was like 12, so. Beyonce, I don't know about that. You're getting that you should go to bed soon mindset going. I'm just kidding. Did we meet at Winter Sec Anime last year? It was this year, I think in January. Cause I didn't do, cause it was in the barn of Sac Anime. What's your test in? This is good enough for an upper body. She's like really, really skinny and has like strenuous muscle look to her. And she wears like a lot of leather straps and stuff, like buckles and see, I thought I too was too lazy to edit videos for Speedpaints, but you know, you get on a mood for it one day and you can pump out like a video or two. The hard part is waiting for a video to render. I hate that. I hate waiting. Hello, family phone Phoenix. We were talking about thick men. We end up doing that a lot. Hi, Jude. That's so sweet. I don't know if I'm like happy with her mouth. I almost want her mouth to be like wider and less long. Is that what I want? Is that better? Maybe I just want it smaller. Maybe that's my problem. Maybe she looks a little too cartoony. And then I can make her jaw a little less pronounced because she has a softer jaw. I think I do want her looking kind of slightly happy and into it. Hi, Gamma Trap Art! Thank you, Nitro. My computer once took an hour to render and I can't do anything else while it's doing that, so I just want to do that. Same. I'll be like on my phone looking at like Reddit and Twitter while I'm waiting for something to render for an hour or two. And you know what? I think I could draw during that time. I just hate when like there's like the little hiccups. And I'm also so scared that I would like mess up the render while it's processing, and then I'll have to wait again from the beginning. So I don't want to risk it. All right, this is feeling way more her. I am really happy with how this is looking so far. She has like a psychotic Chucky face, which is perfect. Yes, drawing expressions today. I had a vision as I laid in bed struggling to go to sleep last night, where I was like, I'm going to work on an expression sheet as another option in my commission menu, because I don't like the current expression options I have in there. I think they're super boring. So, and I want to have fun drawing expressions because, you know, I don't get to do this too often. Everyone wants very pretty portraits of their characters, which, you know, I'm all about drawing pretty portraits, but I also like drawing really messed up looking expressions too. And I figure this character is a pretty safe one to work with because she's so weird, that she'd have a nice variety in expressions. But I think she's just standardly simple / pretty enough for people to feel like, you know what, I could see my pretty character making some really gnarly expressions too. Because it's all about being approachable, right? The easier ways to like work around a character that doesn't feel cliche, I guess, which there's nothing wrong with having cliche things in your character, is to like take a very small part of your own personality or like something about yourself and just amplify it. Like I have a character, like I'm self-conscious about when I speak. I don't necessarily have a stutter, but I get nervous and think I do, and think I mess up my words a lot or say like my grammar's messed up or something when I'm just talking. And some days are obviously worse than others, and I think we all go through that. But I decided to make a character who has like kind of a speech impediment and work through my insecurities with the way I see myself with it through her in a way, which isn't necessarily the best thing I always do. But it was kind of a fun thing to like give her that and make it so that everybody thought it was adorable when she had it. And I was like, yeah, that makes me feel better about my... So... yeah, you can do stuff like that where you just kind of amplify something about yourself so that you kind of know where to start with on it because it's already something that you understand, and then you just make it their main personality trait, and then you work from there. I'm gonna get some Chipotle. What? I want Chipotle. I haven't had that forever. Say my name, please. Okay. Got to know Pontino. Unless you're making me say something weird, but whatever, I don't care. Hello, Bia. A lot of new people then, huh? Aw, thank you. We're just vibing. That's the vibe. Alright, what was my expressions I was gonna do? I had her, like, angry, but we decided not to go with that. Because it seemed more fun and up our alley. We wanted smug. And then... I think... Oh, horrified. Like, shocked. We'll do something pretty dramatic. Like, looking down at something. Like, this is gonna be weird. And we'll do like the dramatic shadow too. The underlit look. Her forehead wouldn't be as big anymore from this angle. Now, you can't go wrong with classic anime expressions for doing an expression sheet. Because they nailed it. They nailed the feeling of these expressions in the simplest way. I love brown eyes. Oh, are you talking about like appearance-wise being cliche? I was thinking personality-wise. Oops. Want to say something weird? Try to say otorhinolaryngologista or parallelopipedido. You stepped in dog grab in a brand new pair of Yeezys. That's exactly her face. Okay, that's it. But that's gonna be more like a disgusted look while also horrified, which actually sounds a lot more fun to do. Hi, Jos. I'm gonna mispronounce all your guys' names, and if you want to type out phonetically how it should be pronounced, by all means go ahead, but I'll probably mispronounce that too. On purpose. No, I'm just kidding. I have, let me think, brown IOCs. 1, 2, I have maybe 3 that I can think of. But I always end up going with like kind of goldy orangey sometimes too, if I want to like brighten up a brown. How do I want to do this? I want her like looking down, but I also want her eyes slightly narrowed. Wait, I gotta look at my own face in the mirror to do this. All right. Decent base. All right. We can work off of this. I have green eyes that are kind of gray, so I totally understand it. They're only like a vibrant green if I'm crying, because then my red eyes make the green look more green. Wait, I want to do like slouching shoulders that are also like kind of stiff. Okay, well, have a nice day, Strasberry. Hell yeah. Drawn together makes it so much easier. I think I want to like, maybe I want to have the up lip on the other side. I call them swamp green eyes. That's how they're gray. I have marshy swamp eyes. Hi, Rachel. Better than swamp ass. Yeah, much better. This is my of my small list of Fallout characters, this is my Raider character. Her name is Princess. All of my my Fallout characters have names like that. They're Duke, Duchess, Sire, Princess, and Lady. Those are my Fallout characters. My favorite character names that I came up with. I do like all of those. Even if they're like themed with each other. It's kind of funny because I've had Lady be the name of like, it's kind of my go-to generic name for the character I usually self-insert into. And then I made Princess for Fallout New Vegas. And then I just like the name Duke. And then I realized, oh, you know, those all kind of go together. And then I decided to make a Sire and a Duchess too. So. Otherwise I have Charlie, which I really like the name of. Johnny, Garrett. And that's about it when it comes to the fun names. I'm new here. I just want to say your drawings are amazing and your voice is really... Thank you. Oh my gosh. Shaka's a good name. Lonnie. I like that one too. There's a character named Lady on screen. There's actually a character named Lady somewhere. I love that. This really turned into she stepped in some dog poop while wearing her Yeezys. Facial expression. This is a lot less horrified and more like absolutely disgusted. I'm gotta raise her nose up more though. And probably slouch this eye a bit. This is good. We're getting somewhere. Damien, Chris, Axel, and Oliver. Those are wonderful names. Those are like really pretty sounding names though. Is Chris a male or a female or MB? Cute. How do I want to do the mouth? I think I want to make it like pretty small. I don't think I want the eyebrows as intense. But like low.
Somebody who brings everything to the table. You know, who brings the art, who brings
Okay, I don't know what I want to do now. Oh no. Also, this vocal's gotta go. We can't have this.
So that they're aware of what they're doing.
Only I may be speaking, mister. There we go. What is this face? I like it, but I kind of like the slight lip thing too. You know what we'll do? We'll have no teeth showing and just have the lip up. And have it lower, so it's like... I don't think I want her looking down. I think I want her looking out. Maybe I did want her looking down. I don't know. I love the name Lucas. You too, Joe. See you later. Huh. I think the head needs to be tilted back. That's my problem. This is looking better. Little by little. It does look a little like Bakugo. We're not gonna go into this conversation again. Well, they eat my... Oh my god. Yeah, opening your drawer in the fridge and all your chocolate's gone. That's this face. I want to, like, pull out her chest more, though. So it's, like, definitely, She has, like, no chest, so it's just kind of tough to imagine. They're all just gonna be pissed off expressions. Do you remember those rubber bands shaped like animals? Yes. And everyone wore them as like bracelets. So you had like these little like squiggly neon colored bracelets. We're showing our age here. Oh, I don't remember what they were being called though. Did they have like a silly bands? That does sound like it. Is like a smaller mouth better? Oh yeah, it is. That's so much better. How do I do like the worm, the earthworm neck on a character that's like super skinny? It'd just be a lot of little folds. I'm still gonna do the chin. This is so funny. Oh no. Creating my own story for something and not just drawing people's characters for theirs? Probably something with mermaids because then I don't have to draw so much. And mermaids have a nice fashion sense. I actually wanted to make a dating sim game, and my friends and I have always been humoring the idea for like forever, like easily a decade. My first OCs were from Rock Band, and I came up with like so many like intricate stories for them, and like wanted to do a dating sim based off of it so bad. So I could do a manga with them instead. Oh my gosh, Rachel, that would take forever to even come up with. We really want to though. Like I want to make it so bad. Underwater setting is just blue. And vague shapes and no legs or feet. All right, I like this expression. We're off to a good place. This is it. A reverse mermaid. Get that out of my head. He has? That's awesome. Hey, honestly, I could totally hit him up for that. Otherwise, I would just get the RPG Maker on Steam. Maybe for Christmas this year, or if it's on sale right now for the Steam sale. My problem with doing this is that if I I have like my own wants for like my characters and like how their stories would play out, but then it's like if I have my friends involved with making it with me and like they also have their wants and needs for like how the characters would play out, then I'll be like, I don't know about that. How about you make your own RPG? I'm just kidding. Oh man, we spent a road trip like detailing out like this one character, like his whole story for so long, and it was so funny. I still remember most of it too. I love this expression. All right, what's our next one? I want to have something softer, like a sad face, or a what's up face. I could have her like exhausted with her tongue out. I think I would do something sad and like looking up. Like puppy dog eye in it, but she got a knife behind her back. My reference is my own face in a mirror. But not for that one. For these two though, kinda. I have like this little mirror on my desk that I use all the time. Or I will take photos and then of my face and use them too, if I can't see like the profile look I want enough. Should do the please. What are these fingers, Liz? Hello, Art Blaster. Defending using, yeah, I don't get that either. I think it was like maybe people just messing up the conversation or just taking the conversation in a weird way when they were thinking that like, oh, you can't use refs unless you're going to like source them. And it's like, I don't know. Like, I only think you should source the reference if it was like you heavily used it and it's like really obvious. Like, but if you're just, I grab refs all the time and use like a leg from one, an arm from another, like the armpit of one, you know, something like that. And it's like, I think that's kind of ridiculous to expect me to like compile them all together and be like, this is exactly how I did this. So okay, Majo. That's a weird name. Sounds like a character I'm currently working on. Her name is Elihu. Is that like Semidari? I've heard that name before. Elihu or Elihu. This looks so alien. Like, I don't like this expression. Let me think. Is that where I've heard it? I do kind of want to work with this expression, but I don't know what I want to do with it. Hi, Blue. I am like currently struggling with how I want to do this expression. I kind of like the gremlin-y, like, heh. Oops. Wait, I know what I'm gonna do. I know what I'm gonna do. I want to have her look into the side. But the hard part is like knowing the perspective I want for this. I'm like doing like 2 different ones right now. Her hands were very small. Hands are about the same size as your face. Let's see. I think I do want to make your head smaller though. Alright, let's fix this one up. Come in. Sorry, I was not looking at the chat. I'm so sorry if I scared you. Small titty got you. I was literally so focused on trying to get this like in the right direction that I wasn't talking for a bit. Writing and then drawing. Oh my god, I'm a terrible writer. I think I like can come up with decent ideas for stuff, but when it comes to writing, like small things, like short stories are I'm okay at, but man, people are just so poetic in the way they write sometimes. I'm not that. I'm too blunt. Actually, let's finish the eyes and then I'll lower them because they need to be lowered. Oops. Alright, let's see. I think I'm making your nose a little too wide on this one. She's so gross. I love her. What's my favorite thing to draw? I don't really have like a favorite thing I like to draw. Honestly, like monster people are my favorites just because I like the textures of them. I kind of like that they're like gnarly looking. Mermaids are fun. But there's not really much I dislike drawing, I guess, so. That's my political way of responding to it. I kind of like this face, but I almost want to do like a different mouth just to see how it would look with a smaller like you know that sound for a mouth. What am I lacking from this one? That's the eyebrow. She looks so buff in this one. Why? Maybe just the way I'm looking at it. Or maybe this shoulder's a little too big. For real though. Let us do a different mouth. I kind of like that mouth more. I'm not sure. Small mouth or big mouth? Well, I look at her as having a larger forehead, even though it's probably not too large. Oh, that looks like she has messed up teeth. I kind of like that. Let's give her some messed up teeth. I do like the smaller mouth. It looks a little more... I'll keep both of them. I'll just keep this one in the back. That's cut. We'll do the small one for the main one, and then we'll hold on to that one in the back. I do have both mouths. I hid the other one in the back. All right. She can have two mouths. Yes, actually, that sounds way better. When did I start this channel? I started this channel maybe like a couple years ago, like 2 years ago or so. And then I barely updated it for a really long time. And this year I've been really going at it because of quarantine. I was like, you know what? May as well. And I also learned about video editing software that's free and wonderful so that I had more options, because my other problem was that I used I used Windows Movie Maker to like edit all my old videos, and when I didn't have that anymore, I felt lost. And now I have DaVinci, which is DaVinci, which is a way better app to use for free video editing software. Do I have any tips for new to YouTube artists? Oh my gosh, I honestly don't have a lot of tips. As long as you're updating like your stuff a couple times a month, like that's, you know, good. Like YouTube, the algorithm likes that. But other than that, learning how to explain what you're doing, I think is a lot better if you're live streaming. So like if you want to live stream a lot more to be, hey, no, loading. um, if you live stream to kind of get confident and comfortable in the way you explain what you're doing to people, I think that's a really good starting point. And then it'll be easier to translate all of that over when you're making videos to like record your voice and talk about what you're doing. Because that's my biggest problem is sitting there in front of like a video of a bunch of things I recorded for you guys and thinking, I don't know how to explain what I did. Hey, DaVinci is so good. Like really, really easy. Like there's tons of videos on YouTube on how to like learn all the little things you need to know. And it's super straightforward. Can I get a shout out Insta for some of my art? Heck yeah, I'll do a little, what's like a story? Is that what people do for that? So they can link to you? Just DM me on there. I'm bad about doing that anyway, so I should do that more. Whose character? I'm drawing my character. This is my Fallout New Vegas /4 Raider princess. And so I think we have a good variety of expressions here to work with now. So we are going to clean them up and make them look pretty. Actually, we have to give her a full, at least the same amount of body on that top one as we do on these. Momo art, it is. It does crash on for me a couple of times if I make it do too much at once. So if as long as I'm slow with it, it's fine. And I have like a really fast computer, so it shouldn't be crashing. So it's the app. It's not your laptop. It just you maybe asking a little too much of it because it's a simple child of an app. It can't be asked to do more than one thing at a time. Hi, Victoria. What video editors Super Bowl? It's not. It's here, let me get the link for it. You know what, maybe I should put that under my videos too. It's called DaVinci Resolve. This one. And it's pretty straightforward. When you open it might look a little overwhelming, but if you just look up some videos on YouTube on how to do basic stuff, I recommend if you are gonna do like speed paints or like time lapses, you first edit all of it to be the speed you want. So you cut down to from maybe 5 or 6 hours down to 30 minutes, and then you render that out as a finished video, and then you go back in with that finished render and then crop out all the times you weren't drawing or whatever you want to crop out. It's just that makes it so much easier on you. And if it crashes at any time or you forget something, I don't know. It's like at least you have the part that took the longest to render, because rendering the speed part of it can take a really long time. So as long as that's done, it takes 5 minutes or less to render out the final video, depending on how much editing you do. I haven't seen any of your art since my days of Final Fantasy 14 roleplay. What do you make that sound like you stopped, which is, good for you. Just kidding. And I am happy that you popped on my suggestion. Oh, that's awesome. Wow, that's what a coincidence. I mean, small world, right? It's always like that on here. Hello, Eternal. Welcome. I still do Final Fantasy commissions all the time. That's still a poppin' game, man. I have myself never played it. I messed around with the downloadable character creator when they added the lion boys and the bunny girls, and I messed around with that for a little bit for fun, and that was it. That's all I've ever done on there. I couldn't tell you anything about the game. Aw, yeah, that can happen. I'm sorry about that. I had to do all that ahead of time? Yes. These things take effort, which is, not a whole lot of effort, thankfully. Once you do it a couple times, it's easy. That's awesome, Just Some Growth. Like, thank you for coming by. I honestly do not know how, you know, things get recommended on YouTube or how it looks or whatever, for live streams especially. Maybe that's just not a part of YouTube I normally delve into, but I am working on like an expression sheet for an old character of mine to use as a reference for my commission menu so that I can have something new and more fun on there. Wait, she is. Thanks for 7. I have mostly just speed paints and a couple where I like talk about stuff. Bye, Minnie. I'll see you later. I have been drawing for maybe like 14 years or so, 15 years. I use that as like that's kind of when I decided I wanted to make drawing my all the time thing when I was in high school. Like I knew I wanted to do something with art in my future, so I just kept sticking with it. All right, let's make these look pretty. I have a hair one that I'm working on right now. But it's kind of hard to like think of how I want to do it because I wanted to approach it in a way that was like good tips for beginners and then good tips for like intermediate/advanced. Because I feel like if I did that all in one video, I could do that. Otherwise, I could do like 2 separate videos. Because there's definitely different ways to approach tutorials. And that's where I struggle, is figuring out what's the best way to approach it in a way that's like inviting for anyone that, you know, needs help, from beginners to people who are like further along but feel stuck. I do not use Clip Studio at all. I was recommended to use it last time I streamed, so I do need to get it to try it out. But I'm using Paint Tool Style right now, which I love, and I prefer using this over a lot of the programs I've used. But then again, I've only ever really used like, well, I do like Procreate. So on the iPad, Procreate's awesome. It's very similar to like this. And I guess Clip Studio. Hi, Ellie. This is where she'll start to look nicer because my line art looks better than my terrible sketching stuff. I say as I mess up everything. Oh, I threw my stabilizer up. No pressure, Liz. Just tell everyone it looks nicer and then do it. Have I ever used Medbang Paint? I've never even heard of that. Is it like Media Bang Paint? Hmm. Great with speech. Like they have like really good charisma. Like they just are charming. Hello, I just want to say I really love how you color and render your drawings. Thank you so much. Especially the the wedding portrait. Oh my gosh. I loved making that. Like doing that made me wish I was way better at like hyper detailing stuff because I would have gone all out. But she also had it like based off of her actual wedding dress, which was stunning and like had that like kind of swirly brocade like embroidery look to it. I don't know, sewing terminology. Bye, Tall. I hope you have a nice evening or whatever time of day it is for you. Oh, like they're just charming and like suave. I love that so much. Like witty characters are definitely awesome. I don't think I... do I have a character like that? I don't know if I necessarily have a smooth talking character. I have like a sarcastic, like a more... I don't want to use the word brilliant, that sounds kind of lame, but he's definitely like a higher IQ than me for a character. Do I have any mods? I do not. I thought you meant for Fallout because I'm drawing a Fallout character. I was like, I don't know if you were here and I mentioned that this character's a Fallout character. I don't, no. Should I have some? Did someone say something naughty in here and I wasn't paying attention? I definitely have like some folks that I could make mods, but I think I'm okay for right now. I just stumbled onto your channel. I had to say I love your art. Thank you so much. Funny characters. Funny is a good personality trait. I like a himbo. Is that a personality trait? Oh, good. It's okay. Don't be sorry. We're literally just throwing questions out for fun all the time. Himbo is like male bimbo, I guess. I would just kind of see it as like a big brutish looking guy, but he's like a big kind of, dorky, maybe like gets around a little kind of guy. Not too bright, but nice. The same thing, but a girl. But usually like really like gorgeous, but not too bright. It gets around a little. Nice. They like physically meet the epitome of like hyper femme or hyper masculine, but then they're also just not very smart. And that's it. If that's a personality trait, I like them. I like them both. Just I think it's endearing and dorky. Can you do custom Among Us skin drawings? I totally could, yeah. I have drawn like Among Us stuff, but I have never done it in a commission. I just did it for fun. I do have stream days where I like do request days and stuff. If you guys aren't able to do commissions and whatevies. I can show you one I did. I haven't posted it anywhere. Let me see if I can find it. Let's see. Okay, here it is. It's this one. And then I also have the one without the bird mask and the hat. Spoopy, right? Thank you. Yeah, that's my unseen Among Us fan art. Spoopy. We're not gonna go too clean on the outfit here. At least for now. Actually, I think I want to fix this part because I just want over her shoulders. I don't want anything too complicated. Oops. You know what I should be doing? I should be drawing her body first and then drawing the outfit on top of it. But I'm not doing that for some reason. Because I'm having a bimbo moment. What program to use and how much is it? I am using Paint Tool Side 2, which is, I think, $50 on their website. I can pull up their website for you. And it is free to download it, to try it out, but you can't save like files like you normally would be able to unless you buy the license to then do it. And there's like a easy walkthrough on how to apply the license and stuff when you get it. So if you want to try it out, free to try out. And I use like pretty much the basic brushes from it. And if there's any time you like want to see the slight adjustments I do to them, you can like pause my videos to like look at the different brushes I have. I could make it easier for you guys and take the screenshots myself and then have them in the videos, but sometimes I start doing that and I'm like, oh, that's a lot of work when they can just pause the video. It's kind of like just leather straps. That's it. That's all she has covering herself. I'm gonna hold off on this one for a bit, but I'm gonna work down here. All right. Oh, wait, let's do this to seal it off. Good. She looks as intended. She also has like face makeup, I think, like a stripe of like red clay kind of color across her eyes. Yeah, she's one of those characters. I think it just is more fitting for the Fallout universe. She doesn't She doesn't care about what shows. She just wants to throw on some straps and that helps her carry more stuff, and that's it. There's no worry about modesty in the wasteland. I don't know. I think we were both just joking that we don't know what one of those kinds of characters are. We were just saying that. Ah, draw the line correctly, Liz. Goodness gracious. You know what I should get more comfortable drawing? Is like crooked teeth. I never draw crooked teeth. And she definitely have them. There ain't no braces in the wasteland. Unless that's just like one of her character things is, wow, she was just born with great teeth. Hello, Brian. Hello, Daniel. I am drawing my Fallout 4 / New Vegas character doing multiple expressions for an expression sheet. So it'll look like this. And I'm currently making them all pretty and lined and colored. Thank you. Hi, Yanni. Thank you so much. I'm doing this kind of for practice because I don't really get to draw like expressions too often. Like I like drawing them, but I do so much commission work and most people don't ask for this kind of a thing that it's like just something I don't do enough that I want to do doing more. So I'm like also doing this as a option on my commission sheet so that people feel like, oh yeah, I want that if they want to do that. You know, lure people in to get the thing I want to do. Suckers. Just kidding. Teeth are absolutely a challenge. I had an old friend of mine who was amazing at drawing teeth. She like ended up removing a lot of her art and stuff, so it's like hard to find it. But man, she did some like really detailed teeth and I loved it so much. How's this looking? Wow, that's looking horrifying. I love it. It's supposed to look scary though. Like when you get that hyper detailed teeth thing in, it looks spooky. Oh, actually, you know what helps to avoid that look? I have like slight hiccups from not eating. I'm really hungry. Is to not make the lines hard. So if you do like soft lining, like a gray or a soft brown or something for the lines in between the teeth, it has the lines there to show teeth, but it's not like that hard, you know, dividing dark line like this is. Same for like lines in the face, like expression lines. Like I'm keeping the smile lines pretty faint on her because I want them there because I wanted to show that she's like stretching out these parts of her face, but I'm keeping them super soft because she is a young character and she wouldn't have like these super deep set wrinkles unless there's like a few, like the few I want for the hard lines. But there's just a way you can do these things like that look softer, that don't look so hard and spooky. Plus, if you're like, you know, starting with the teeth when you're lining something, you're just gonna see a big mouth of teeth and that does look frightening. But when the whole thing's all done, it might not look so bad. Just an upside down Dean, add some black to each side of the cheek. Yes, I did that for... Oh, I kind of did that for this one, and then I added the teeth in. But, I'm trying to avoid doing, like, a brick of teeth. Unless, I don't know. It's one of those things where I think that looks really good for a specific expression. Like, if it's just something kind of a happy, like, smile. Like, if I were to just draw her smiling. I'd probably do like a really faint, like maybe the gum lines or something showing a little bit on the teeth. But not like line in every single tooth. I might do it really faintly from like the little crooks and cracks in between them, like, you know, whatever. But I think if you just kind of generalize the white parts of the mouth and then just detail where the cracks are, it looks a little less terrifying. Does that make sense? Looking good. Looking terrifying. Let's give her some, like, spit. Gross. I love it. Let's spit. Probably. I don't think they eat much in the wasteland. Or she could just be you know, rabid. She's angry. Okay, yeah, that's me right now. Yes, I will totally add blood to her. I'll do that in the coloring part. Good. Horrifying. Alright, let's do the... She stepped in dog poop in her Yeezy's face. Yes, I am drawing on a computer. I'm drawing with a Wacom tablet, and I'm drawing on Paint Tool Sci, and it registers everything I do on the tablet, like sensitivity-wise. So when I draw on there, if I press slightly, it's a thin line. If I push harder, it's a thick line. And then I am streaming everything to you guys via OBS on YouTube to go into full detail on it all. Thank you, Anna. Bye, Abby. See you later. Have a nice evening or day, whatever time of day it is for you. I know, I think Minnie said that earlier and I just can't get over it. It's so funny. Thank you, Gemina. I plan on doing a tutorial on kind of like intro-wise how to approach hair, and then also like slightly more advanced tips on how to make hair look better. But I think anyone could benefit from either of them. I actually want to show you guys part of the picture that I did that I'm going to reference from, because the whole painting, when I was drawing it, like I can get away with some nudity in my art on YouTube, but like I think this one's pushing it a little bit, so I'm not going to use this one in the video completely. But there's parts of it that I can use with fancy editing, so that you guys can see the parts I want you to look at for hair. So I'll just copy and paste. This one's censored. Her hair is censoring. But it looks like this, the hair. And so yeah, I'm going to try and crop out the parts of the video where I work on the hair and have that for you guys to talk about it. So yeah, it'll be good. I'm excited on that. But it's all about like figuring out how to explain things. I have not tried Clip Studio. I have been absolutely recommended to use Clip Studio though, and I will be getting it soon to try it out. I think it's on sale right now too. But if it ends up like kind of making up for what I'm lacking from not having Photoshop anymore, then I will love it. But we'll see. You know what I could do is I could try it for the first time on stream, which would be kind of fun. And draw, wow, this music is really loud. Hold on, I gotta turn it down on the app and then turn it up for you guys. I think that's my problem. It's distracting me. Okay, we'll do that, and then we'll turn it up. There. Okay. That should be fine. Tomorrow's the last day for 25. Okay, I'll get it today then, after I'm done streaming. Yeah, I'm not drawing with a mouse. I'm drawing with a Wacom tablet. I'll show you what it looks like. I'm drawing with this bad boy. There's no screen on it or anything. It's just this black, like, plastic square on my desk. And that's what I'm drawing on. While looking at my computer screen. Which takes some, like, getting used to understand how, like, you know, what you do on there will show up on the screen, but you know, trial and error. Control Shift N will be your best friend. What is that? What does that do? Is that new? I think that's new for Photoshop, like a new canvas. Hello, Jeff. Jeff, oh my gosh, Jeff, welcome to the party. I was saying welcome and Jeff at the same time in my mouth. There's a lot of like sub conversations going on in the chat with people talking about their characters, so I'm like half reading some things. This anime novel I'm working on is my Christmas project called Origami. Any character names? Oh my goodness. Aside from Charlie, which is a female character, I have all my really weird character names. New layer. Okay. So it was new something. Didn't I say I wanted to do like a picture of her looking pissed off? Because I think this just turned into that. It's like disgusted and pissed off though, which is good. Milk! I like that. That's so cute. So I'm like looking in my mirror and doing like the little expressions to like see what lines pull up on my face and then like adding those in to make it look more realistic. A web comic? Oh my gosh, that is an undertaking. Honestly, like any kind of comic making is huge. this is a really inviting expression to have on a commission menu of, yeah, do you want something like this too for your character? Oh, I'm so sorry. What did you ask? Do not be jealous. Everyone has a different, you know, chutzpah when it comes to like how much effort they could put into something to like learn things. But for the most part, everything is just a lot of time. Like or like a understanding. Because it is like grasping certain things and concepts of like color and angles and stuff. I'm definitely not like perfect at it at all. You struggle to paint your drawings. I totally understand. Well, I'm about to paint these, so... Well, actually, I'm gonna draw one more, and then we'll paint them. So if you're sticking around, I can help out. My, like, biggest tips for painting is picking your color palette in advance. That includes like your lighting. So like if you want cool or warm lighting and shadows. And then never using black or gray when you're shading. Unless it's like you've already gone super dark in your shading and you're just using black to be the darkest color of like certain little points. Because if you use black or gray to shade, it just looks super muddy. Especially if, like, flesh tones. I do play video games all the time. That is my downtime. So if I'm not sitting at my computer drawing, I am sitting at my computer video gaming. I have a not super tutorial that I posted not that long ago that was just kind of like me talking about Paint Tool SI and like why I use it versus Photoshop, and it has a couple of like how I use the brushes in it, I guess, but it was mostly just me kind of practicing how to talk in a video. But I have a hair tutorial one I'm working on right now, just in the phase of how do I describe what I did. And there was another video I made that was a portrait that I was going to do, not a voiceover, but like a bunch of cards that describe what I was doing, but it was just so much work for typing aloud that I was like, I may as well just say it, but I didn't have the time to record it that weekend, and I wanted to push the video out for Halloween. Sometimes it's really easy to remember exactly what I was thinking when I was drawing something, that I should just record it then and there, but I'm still new to this when it comes to describing what I'm doing. Have I played Genshin Impact? I have not. Right now, I'm mostly just waiting for Cyberpunk to come out. So I'm only playing Destiny 2. and sometimes Project Winter. And that's it for right now. Just because I want to keep up with the new stuff in Destiny 2, and it's really chill to play in my downtime. But I bought a bunch of games in this current Steam sale, and I have never played Mass Effect or Dragon Age, so I might get Mass Effect to do that maybe like at the start of next year, depending on how much of my life is taken up by Cyberpunk 2077. Play Genshin, you'll meet our emergency food. Okay, I will make a point of checking it out. I'm really bad about playing new games though. I usually just watch someone else play them, or I get them for a friend and like, hey, play this so I can watch. Hi, Raid. Mic Maker? Or Skomic. It's Skomic. Look at me learning how to read, guys. Hi. This is my first raid on here. This is cool. Hi, guys. Thank you. I didn't even know you could raid on YouTube. Well, hi, Amanda. Thanks for sending all these folks over. Bobo raid. She came. You guys came when she told you to. Oh, is that how that works? You're just like, hey, go raid this person. That's awesome. I love that. Thank you. Now I'm getting all nervous. Oh, thank you so much. That's so sweet. It's also nice to meet you. Unless you've been here before. I'm really bad at names. I'm like, it's one of those things where I see names maybe like 3 or 4 times. I'll start remembering people. But I'm old now. I know, I'm literally like focus. Like, you won't be able to focus because it's flooded. Yeah, that's kind of what's happening right now. I'm also like getting nervous. I'm like, oh god, now I really can't mess up. All right, I'm currently drawing. It is a Fallout character of mine who's a raider, and I'm drawing her like as an expression sheet because I don't ever really get to do this. I draw a crap ton of commissions, and it's usually like, you know, pretty or stoic or pretty like simple expressions for characters. And so I'm like, I need to draw a bunch of more complex expressions so that I can have an option on my commission roster for this kind of stuff. Fallout does slap. It's my favorite series. It is the thing I collect the most things for. I have a huge case behind me of all my Fallout stuff. But and they're spoiling me right now in the Bethesda store. Oh my gosh, they have come out with all this Fallout New Vegas stuff and I'm loving it. But yeah, so she was like the perfect character to draw for this because she already kind of aesthetically looks, you know, pretty and simple. And I was like, that's pretty inviting for people to see her making these horrifically ugly raider expressions and thinking, you know what, maybe my pretty character can look like this too. So that's kind of the goal here. I think a lot of folks are a little hesitant to ugly up their character, and I don't want them to be. Ain't nothing wrong with them making a goofy ass face, right? They are so much fun to draw. I make art, but it's always a struggle to continue. When I want to make art, it's difficult. How do you focus? If I'm making art for work, easy. If I got paid to do it, I will focus and it'll be done. But if it's stuff for myself, wow, I can't answer your question. I do the most lazy stuff for myself. So it usually doesn't get done. I have a couple pictures though where it's like, maybe they're fan art and I was planning on making them into prints or something, and I usually put a little more work into those. But like this one is technically for work, even though it's my own character. It's gonna be on my commission menu, so I want it to look good. But at the same time, I'll probably end up making the ones I do for work better looking than those, because, you know, that's just how it be. Digging those eyebrows and nose, though, I always struggle with those two things the most. Noses, I totally understand. Noses are not easy because they are just a weirdly shaped thing with too many planes going on. But eyebrows, yeah, just go hog wild with them. Just slap them on like caterpillars. Alright. I think we're at a good place when it comes to these. I'm gonna hold on to this over because I kind of like it. So it's just gonna sit over there. Actually, we're gonna make it a new layer so it's not ghosting us. Because it is a little spooky, right? Alright. Well, let's outline these so I can add a layer of color without them filling up the whole board. This is gonna be like totally weird looking anatomy on this one, but whatever. I'll fix it later. I'll fix it later off stream when I'm able to focus. I have to go late supper. Bye, Lima. Thanks for coming by. The one on the bottom right makes me think of that. Then perish. Okay, it does look like that. Or like the giant pigeon. You know that one where it's like looking down? I think that's the same meme. We call it the from someone who was in here earlier, Minnie, she's not here anymore. We called it the she stepped in dog poop while wearing her Yeezys face. But then I think it turned into a little less disgusted, a little more angry as time went on. What about Among Us fan art? I already showed that. Hey, I swear, on my next free day stream where I take requests, I will draw all the Among Us fan art that day because I know everyone wants that. Oh wait, she needs piercings. What am I doing? That's cool. Just the two and the one ear. Good enough. She has different sized ears in all these pictures. Oops. This is why I can't do a comic. Uh-oh. Okay, not too bad. Uh-oh, bad. I don't think I outlined this one though. Good enough? Yeah, it is. One last little part. All right. So now we're painting. I don't know how many people were here before you guys came. I wasn't paying attention to it. Okay, well, someone was. Thank you, Daniel. Hi, Callie. All right. So her skin tone's like kind of a dirty tan color, slightly golden toned. Wow, that's not dirty tan at all. That's more like it. We'll go darker though. That's just the base. And we'll go a little more orange for... Alright, so when I'm picking like my darker colors, I would typically go more into the saturated side over on the right hand side of the selector. Because if I go too gray, it's gonna start looking muddy, and I don't like that. Unless I'm working with like, I don't know, maybe kind of like a more bricky colored skin tone, I might go, or more ashy, I might do that. But I think I would keep the ashy tones more like focused in as like the main tone, and then I would go more saturated in my shadows and my lights. Because I feel like your lights and shadows are reflecting the colors that are like around the character, like the lighting. And unless they're like in really spooky, like fluorescent lighting, I tend to like it more warm and saturated. Thank you, my little Unga Bunga. I like cave people like aesthetic. I think that's cute. Thank you so much. She looks like Ed from Ed and Eddie, or if Ed from Cowboy Bebop was more of a jerk and less of a sweetie. This is paint tool side 2. Yes, Polka. And so I want to do something like a lot more dark orange for the areas I feel like would look more maybe sun-kissed or something. But I'm gonna blend all this out. I'm just kind of picking her base colors for her skin.
But it's not a thing about making it accurate.
Oh no, what is this? No more vocals.
It's a thing about making it feel right.
All right. And so now I just kind of make it look, finish the owl, as they say. Oop, too big. And I'll add like the lighting and shading like that I want to do for especially these more like dynamic looking poses later. I just want her to look, you know, fleshy. Like Do you watch stuff like Rick and Morty and South Park? Not so much. I used to watch South Park when I was a lot younger. And I haven't watched Rick and Morty since maybe like the second season. So I'm really far behind on those. Yeah, even painting looks so easy. Literally just doing this so many times, I think I just kind of know roughly what I want. But I swear, for the most part, I'm just BSing it and being like, yeah, this looks about right. I'm thinking because, like, you know, she doesn't wear makeup. She's in this wasteland. She's dirty and scarred up and blotchy, and her skin's all messed up from the sun and exposure to radiation stuff. I can have a little more liberty in the way she's blended out, I guess. Oh, we're gonna have fun doing the noses. I'll show you guys how to color noses too. Because doing the line art for noses is the hard part. It's the coloring that makes them come to life and look like noses. Welcome back, Tal. Yay! I'm glad you're not sick. If that's the kind of test you meant. Okay, well, let's throw on her hair, which is not too different from her skin tone. It's just dirty blonde. And like a lot lighter at the tips because, you know, sun damage. How old is she? I'd say like early 20s. She's pretty young. Like early mid-20s. Thank you again. That was awesome, Amanda. Thank you so much. And they did not overwhelm me. It was really exciting. A little scary, but it was all cool. And I hope you enjoy your dinner and have a nice evening. It was so cool, so cute. You guys are adorable. And Amanda is super lovely. And then she says dinner, now I want dinner. I'm so hungry too. Oh. We'll see how far I get in this. I'll probably just do one. I'll do like the top one and then I'll record the other ones later. Maybe. We'll see how this goes. 'Cause I don't know how much of these I can finish tonight. We're getting somewhere though. These are looking pretty good. But the top one, just a good reference for explaining some things. Wait, I want to do more like a red for these. Actually, this is where I'll go like more desaturated. No, no breaks, only draw. Alright. I don't remember color of her eyes. I think her eyes are brown, actually, like a honey color. Braces are stinky. Yes, they are. We're gonna give her some gross teeth. They're not gonna go gross quite yet, but I'll get them more gross as we go. Okay. The base is laid out. We just turn this layer to shade. And we merge this one down. And we're good to go. Merge everything together into one layer. Yay! Do you have a kitten? 2 years old's forever a kitten. Aw, it's so exciting! I miss my cat so much. I love having a cat. I have 2 really sweet dogs, brother and sister, and they're super playful and adorable. But nothing is more like, yeah, this is my pet than a cat. Cats are just so loving. All right. So, this is where we're at. Oops, I didn't erase this out. So I'll probably flip her a lot to make sure everything looks good. And she surprisingly looks okay. She has like this jaw part here that I kind of like. So I'm going to pull it down a little bit over here too to make it match a bit. Just a little bit. This is the Bob Ross part of the painting process. I'm going to keep her eyes pretty white like this, and then I'm going to add a multiply layer over them to add the shading I want and kind of like dirty them up around the edges and stuff. By the way, my line art layer, I set the setting to shade as a layer type. I don't know if there's an equivalent to that in Clip Studio. I guess I'll check that out when I finally get around to using it. But it kind of like, if you can tell, especially in here, it like burns it onto the color. So it kind of like saturates it a bit and it keeps it pretty warm. And I just like how it looks. And I think it helps the line art not be black. Like it's like a really dark red. If I were to click here and you see the little icon, it's just a really, really deep red, dark color. I just prefer that personally over like dark, dark blue or just a pure black, I guess. And I would only ever go to pure black if I needed to. It is different from Multiply. Multiply is a lot softer. This one like really looks like you're wood burning in. I have a 15-year-old dog that can't see or hear and has upper respiratory issues, and you're only supposed to make it to 10. You are blessed. You are blessed. That's so awesome. I had a dog that lasted definitely longer than he was supposed to. And he was just super snuggly and wanted to sleep with me all the time when he was really old before he passed away. And it was sweet. Like good little old man dog memories. Hey, I have nothing against black line art. A lot of people do it and it looks gorgeous and I envy it, but it's just not for me personally. I like the warm, colorful tones way more. And it helps me color pick because when I'm coloring like this, I don't know if you just saw me do that. I'm like picking up those like, I'll get really close. Like the pixels in between that are like the reds. And I'm using those to draw my lines that I don't want to be hard. So like the line connecting the side of her mouth, I don't want it to be as hard as this for the corner, so I picked the kind of red tone in there to keep the line there, but soften it up. Because it looks just slightly better from afar for me. And I'll make it to the eyes later. I don't know how I want to do them. But the rest of the face is pretty standard. I have like a multicolored line usually on my pictures. Where I'll save like the darkest lines for areas I want to indicate are like either separated from something or really deep, and then I'll soften it up with like this more brown tone for the plane changes. Like a side of a cheek when it curves is a lot softer, so I don't want like that hard black line like I have right here, which I imagine is like jawbone. And a lot of this is subconscious at this point. I don't remember why I do things, but I'm trying to vocalize it. Drawing on a screen is still new to me. I forgot I could zoom in even. Oh my gosh, yes, you can zoom in, please do. You'll get the hang of it. Everything takes time. How big do I make my picture size, like the canvas? This one's pretty small. Like this is at 100%, which is smaller than I typically work with something like this. But I'm just using this for examples for people, so it's not a huge deal. Bye, Sleepy Cyclops. Thank you for coming by. But I'd probably work at like at least 1000 by 1000 250 DPI, which is almost what this one is for like portraits. So like the full like 1000 would be this like this size for the portrait. Just because then people can do whatever they want with it for the most part if they want to print it out and stuff. How do you draw on small canvases? Are you asking someone else that? Because I don't anymore. I can't do it. Like this one's hard enough. Because like look, we're at 200% in and like I already see the pixels happening and I don't like that. At 100, this is fine. We're just doing this for funsies, so it doesn't matter so much for me. Lip shading. I'm looking at my own lips right now in a mirror. And if I'm going to generalize it, it pretty much looks like this. Lips are done. I'd probably soften this up though. But it's kind of like the scar tissue part of the lip where the color is ends there, and then the actual like lower lip itself bulbs out down here, and light hits this part right under the scar tissue. Do I sometimes have to start over on a piece of art? Yes, I've had to do that with commissions before, and I've had to do it just for my own sake where I hate how something's looking. I was drawing an Evelyn from KDA the other day because I really wanted to do one on stream for you guys, and I was just kind of practicing out how I want to do it, and I hated it, so I stopped. I also have a couple other ones I want to do with you guys that are on the back burner that I'm not so sure how I want to do the posing. I'm currently using a mouse to draw. No, but I might get a drawing tablet on Christmas. Oh, that's awesome. I hope you do. So I'm excited because drawing with a mouse is kind of hard, but I'm getting the hang of it. See, you will get the hang of anything, but it is totally a challenge. Okay. I have her nose really low here, which looked fine in the sketch. It was kind of cute, but we're gonna raise it up a little. That's fine. What is this lyrics music? Get out of here. It was kind of pretty though. Do I do traditional art? I do. It's just been a while. And I usually do it if I'm working at a convention. Then I'll like do ink stuff there. And I love doing it. Like I love ink drawings. But it's always just so intimidating when it's like been a while. And I'm always worried it's gonna look bad. But they usually turn out okay. I'm really just roughing out nose shape, and I'm depending on the fact that I already have a darker color in these little crevices, and I'm just blending them out. So it kind of makes this nice little circle gradient of the nostrils on the sides are going to be darker, and it'll come up to this plane up here, which is a lot softer. Wow, this is actually a lot harder to explain than I thought it was going to be for the nose. Because there's so many planes on a nose that change. I think the best advice anyone could give for this is just drawing your own nose, like looking in a mirror on your desk and painting like the colors, and not even using the exact colors, like maybe choosing colors for different like levels, and then just putting those in place so you kind of understand where the planes are. I use my own nose a lot when I'm drawing these things. Diana, why would you say that to me? I hate that word so much. In a funny way. It's fine. Thank you, Detective Pikachu. How do I get in contact with you? Already, that's for just them. PogChamp, stop this. I also recommend, you guys are just trolling me now? Oh my god, it's so mean. Is there even an emoji for that on YouTube that they kind of like made as a replacement for Pog? I'm fine with it. It's just a joke. It's a Twitch emote that's like I make this joke that all the Zoomers these days, they're just like, Pog and Poggers. And I hear it all the time. I'm always like, oh my gosh. Weird chap. The little bee sting anime nose. I used to do that too. That's funny. Yeah, this is a really generic nose I'm giving her. Like, this is like the most straightforward you can get with a simple nose. Which is why I hope it makes it more inviting for people who have like characters that have like very pretty, simple features to be like, yeah, I want an ugly expression for my character. Oop, I'm letting that email show. Sorry. Have I had hand wrist issues from drawing too much? I do if I draw like all day long. My biggest problem was I drew too hard. Like, I definitely squeezed my pen too hard and like pushed really hard, and I strained my wrist too much doing that. And I got to the point where I drew a lot softer. I don't know how to like help recommend that, like how to give you advice on how to do that better. If anything, you kind of just get used to the pain, I guess. Like, in time, you'll just get used to drawing more and more. But definitely just give yourself breaks. Like, sleeping and drinking enough water is a lot for your like muscles and everything to like heal up. They do have oh, Family Phoenix, she linked it above. I accepted it so it could show, by the way. I don't know if it shows up for you. They do have like wrist things for people who have like carpal tunnel that help make it easier, and people do recommend it that draw. I put one on my Christmas wish list just to see if I like, you know, if it works for me in any way. You think your feet have hypothermia? No! Oh my gosh. Mine are like okay right now. I usually wear socks too at this hour. Jujutsu Kaisen. I have never heard of that. It's that circulation. We're sitting all day, so it's bad. We have to get those desks that are like, you could turn them into standing desks. I did get like a little, like those little mini personal little bike things that you can do that like under your desk, but my legs are so long that my knees would hit my desk if I'm using it. So I can only use it if I'm like watching a show or something, so I can put my legs to the side instead. We just gotta do like squats every so often and get that blood circulating again. You guys are typing so many things that I have to like allow to show. There we go. Until I'm done with this portrait up here, the top one. Mostly because it's a good opportunity for me to answer questions on things if you guys have them. And I'm also really hungry. So I'll probably finish up the rest of them off stream, which is sad because I want to do them on stream, but I want to eat and then chill out. But I'll do these rest on like I'll record them. Or I can stream tomorrow to do them. Would that be better? That'd be better, right? Because then I can work on some commission sketches tonight instead. We'll do that then. Everything sounds good to me. I'm starving. I want pizza. Oh, okay. Well, I'll for sure stream tomorrow then. Because I did really want to do the expressions with you guys. And then we can decide what fun fan art thing I can do, because I can't decide between a couple different things. I really want to do a KDA picture so bad. But I know if I'm going to do that, I have to go all out. Which would be hard to do on stream because it'd be a lot of painting, and I don't want to dedicate, like, you know, 4 streams to that. Some cake! Oh my gosh, that sounds good. Bye, Detective Pikachu. I'll see you later. I'll go watch a vid on hair. Bye. Bye, Drawing Cloud. See you later. What made you pick the name Oder for YouTube? It's my name for everything. I've had that name since I was 12 because the first manga I ever read, I watched anime growing up, like Sailor Moon and stuff, but the first manga I read was Wedding Peach, and the main character's name in that was Momoko, and there was another character that was like a kind of like a sassy mermaid villain. I don't know, but she like in a kind of bullying, I don't know, because she didn't like her, but she'd pretend to be nice to her. She called her Momo Deary in like one panel, and 12-year-old me thought that was so cute that I like wrote it everywhere, and then it just stuck with me ever since. Momotaro, no. Momoko. Which I think literally means peach girl or something like that. That's my weeaboo heritage name. I've thought about just going to Liz or something around Liz for my screen names, but honestly, I don't mind it anymore. It's fine. Momokoko. Now on hot cocoa, look what you've done. You're welcome. I'm glad I could be an inspiration for you to work on stuff. I think like watching people draw and working alongside them is so helpful. No, actually, you have access to them if you just go to my DeviantArt and scroll far enough back. Hi, Snowflakey. Draw with me. All the ways I like wrote the descriptions under art from that long ago is so cringy. It's so funny. You know, when we all talked like hello, and we said te instead of the or the. It's all like that back there. The age of glomps. It is. It is literally that. Kenichi. I have not. Are these newer anime? I'm only into old anime. No, I'm just kidding. I have watched plenty of anime too. It's just been a while since I've delved into some new stuff. It's all about the ooh. It is. And the Pog Champs, apparently. You found my DeviantArt. How dare you? When you're on the gallery, make sure it's set to all and not featured, and that's how you can find the old stuff. But, you know, there's well over 1,000 things to scroll through, so good luck. See, Juan's got it. Harley Quinn. Didn't I say that, guys? Hi, Juan. I was making a joke earlier that I'm like, in advance, guys, I'm warning you. This character looks kind of like Harley Quinn. Kind of. And she is a Raider character. So it's like even more so. Oh yeah, Among Us on PC is really nice. But I actually really like opening the doors on the levels where you have to like undo the locks or do the wire matching on phone more. The worst part about phone is moving and the chat, obviously. I am right-handed, yes. If you were asking me. Hi, Drawing Cloud, you're back. She has no Harley look. No, I'm telling you. It looks... She has the vibe a little bit. And I think it's mostly because of the hair. But, you know, it's one of those things. That's a character that has a very iconic look that's taken. And everything's gonna look like her. If they're blonde, we'll have pigtails and look kind of like a rascal. Which is why when they designed Jinx from League of Legends, they did a good job by making her super, super pale with like teal pigtails and tattoos to kind of like full arm sleeve tattoos to help pull her away from the look, I guess. Because she also has them Harley vibes. You know what I could do is that I could do an expression where her hair's down. Maybe the one next to her that I didn't draw. Hi, Major. Welcome back. I just finished up sketching or like lining out these roughly and then throwing out some colors. And now I'm just working on just this one. And then I'm going to head off for the evening to eat and like work on some commission stuff. And then I'm going to work on these again tomorrow with you guys. If you guys want to hang out again with me. Ooh woo. And it'll be good timing to finish this tomorrow too, because I'm like, in air quotes, opening for oh, you were kidding about coming back, huh? No. Opening for commissions via like everyone submits their emails to me, and I draw emails from a hat because I can't pick and choose anymore. We gotta do it random style, and I'm gonna do that on the 1st. So this will be done tomorrow, and I'll post my little advertisements and stuff. I think I have like maybe about 110 emails already from people who are interested. So the odds aren't, you know, too much. And I think I'm only gonna draw like a few, and then when I have like more to open up from, I'll just draw a couple more. So that wasn't a complete sentence. I was like thinking about my drawing while I was saying that. The hard part is too, like I also like doing like little sales in between of like just one thing, like portraits or something. And I'm wondering if I should just draw from the same pool of names to ask. Or what I could do is like a mass email of people that are interested in it. You finished a drawing, by the way. It turned out okay, but I'm not gonna post it. Aw, I have plenty of those. No, keep doing things on YouTube. Is it the video editing part that's tough? I understand.
Is always to keep our beginner's mind. For a while, you will keep your beginner's mind. But if you continue,
where do I have my commission video? It's here.
3 years or more, although you may improve some, you're liable to lose.
I'm still like kind of adjusting prices. That's weird that it decided to type it like that. It's just momodeary.com. But for the most part, they're pretty accurate. I'm like just kind of reworking the more painty stuff to be a little higher.
No thought of self. We are true beginners.
Just because it's taking me so long to do them that it's like not worth it to me for the price they're currently at. But I usually have like sales for like the portraits and stuff, like the simple bust and whatever. Or if I like think of something new I want to do, that I'll add that on there and then do a sale for it, like at a much lower price than I'm actually gonna have it for, just to like have some variety on there. Does this character have a name, or is it the? Are you asking somebody else that for a different character? And you can post whatever you like in here. I trust you guys. If anything happens that's weird, then I'll remove it, but I have to like allow links or whatever. The one I'm drawing right now, her name is Princess, and she is a raider character from Fallout 4 New Vegas. She's like a slightly different character between both games. Amanda went to go have dinner. I don't know if she'll be back though. Oh no, Macho, I'm so sorry. Hourly is so hard to like price by, but it's one of those things where I feel like if you time yourself on most of your drawings, you kind of have like a rough estimate. Then you can base your pricing off of that for yourself, and then you know, some drawings will be faster for you, some will be slower, and then just work from there. If you always record what you do, though, it's super easy to know exactly how long it takes to do something. Yeah, you should post everywhere. Goodness gracious. And honestly, you'd be surprised like how diverse your audience would be, like between all the different social media platforms you use. Like the people that I've met through here that just pop in to like meet me on my streams are not the same people that like I, you know, that have randomly found me on Instagram or Twitter or something. And I have plenty of times where people will be like, I didn't know you had a Twitter or YouTube. Well, they've only known me on Instagram. It's like that happens all the time. So like you really should be posting everywhere. Because some people just like using one platform and not the other one. Plus, I think YouTube has more integration when it comes to like just your casual like social media update kind of posting now that I definitely see more of. Oops. Oh, is it that number right now? It's awesome. I don't know. I need to look into that. Everyone's doing stocks right now, right? I know you're just being funny, but still. Let us add a few freckles to her face. Oops. And then we'll do the shading to her eyes. I actually get most of my commissions from DeviantArt, but the people always say they found me on Twitter. I don't post on Twitter. That's so funny. Wow, that's awesome though. I'm glad DeviantArt's like definitely getting its resurgence back that it deserves to. I have people that message me on there, ask about commissions all the time too. I actually get a lot of like novelists through DeviantArt that hit me up for commissions. They're just me picking up darker skin tones from around her face and throwing them on the lighter skin tones. That's how you get freckles to look soft. Don't use dark colors. Just use the slightly darker colors. And they're different colors too. Like some of them are more orange and some are more red than others. Good luck, Majo. I promise it'll be fine. And totally look into some videos on YouTube on like how to do better at posting on Instagram and stuff. Like Instagram is probably the toughest, I think. You're obviously fine at it because you like it, but for me it's like you have to be on top of that all the time and post pretty regularly on Instagram to do well. Like it likes when you post frequently, like almost every day, if not multiple times a day. But I have too many downtimes where I don't like posting for a little bit. She's just wearing leather straps. But we're not gonna go into, you know, the specifics of this too much. She's a Raider character from Fallout, so, you know, she don't give a dang about modesty. Facebook is my really bad one though. Like I get the gist of Instagrams, like, but man, I am terrible at updating my Facebook. I think there's just too much on the platform for me to like look at and feel like, because it's very business heavy. And I think that's what makes it good. It's just that I'm not used to that. So I really do need to take the time to like invest in, you know, learning it and like updating it and doing it all the time. But man, I'm just so like, throw that stuff on Twitter, make my video for YouTube. Remember to update DeviantArt every now and then with all my stuff, by spamming the people who follow me on there, and then I'm good. But yeah, you gotta take the time to learn this stuff and be better about it. Do you have any tips for beginners? For social media or for art? Oh, Chloe, I'm gonna be streaming the recipes tomorrow. Oh, Amanda. Okay, I don't know about Amanda. Really just drawing like from references all the time. I know that sounds like the go-to answer for everything, but I think just copying, and even copying like other people's art, like just understanding like why they draw something a certain way, like why they stylize lips or legs or something in the way they draw it, because it, like, as long as you understand like how to learn stuff, I guess. What's the best way to put this? Like if you're actually absorbing like some kind of information from what you're drawing, like really just drawing from reference is the best way to go. Still life, portraits, anything. Like it all helps so much. And just doing that all the time, because what you're doing is just building up the library in your brain of how things look so that you can draw them roughly from memory. But I think you should always use references for the most part. Like I use my face for reference for this picture a lot. But it's like I know how to translate the planes of my face to look like somebody different slightly, because I've drawn enough faces to kind of just know how faces work. But those first like steps of drawing, like learning how to draw, are literally just mimicking. You're just copying things to kind of get yourself started. Hi, Ro. How did I put that gorgeous texture on her skin? I used my marker tool and I just grabbed colors and brushed them on top of one another, and it kind of gives like a slight washed out watercolory effect with like, see like the little bristle strokes on the sides too? And then I would just go in and add slightly more detail to it. And then like blur out the parts I want to blur out, you know. I'm doing well. I'm really hungry. So I'm going to finish up this one picture and then I'm going to head off to go eat. But I'm going to keep working on all these tomorrow if you want to come by tomorrow and watch. I'm sorry you come in right when I'm heading off. What I also like to do is draw my OCs as realistic as I can, and that helps me out. That absolutely does. And honestly, like drawing them in different styles, especially realistic, like helps you like understand how to stylize different facial features and stuff too. Would you recommend breaking the face down into planes of the face? Yes. Like being really geometric when you're drawing faces is super helpful, because after that, like you're just softening it up. And I think it's really hard to go wrong when you do it that way. And there's so many like resources you can use from Google about like the planes of faces and stuff too. I was using No Gain No Life as reference for a while. I love how colorful line art is. Yes, I totally agree. The line art on that is gorgeous. Actually, Daniel, that's so funny you're saying the random shape thing, because I think that's how I'm going to like do my hair tutorial for beginners, and even as an intermediate tool as well. Because I think like drawing just like the shape of hair like that, and then let's say there's actually like a face in here somewhere, and then like figuring out where the lines are for the hair itself, I think is a really good exercise to teach you how to draw hair by staying inside your general shape and then like drawing lines that all flow the same way or in a way that works well together. Because overall, I think a lot of people don't realize that your hair is just one big shape with a bunch of like smaller shapes in it, and then those shapes break down to even smaller shapes. But it's like thinking about hair that way when you're drawing it helps hair look more like hair. But yeah, drawing inside of a shape, awesome exercise for not just hair but everything. Do you ever find it harder to decide where to have softer or harder shadows? Honestly, I think if you were to do like plane studies, that does help a lot, because it's just knowing that like you'd have harder shadows where there's like a deep crease or like a hard cutoff point. But like where cheeks curve, that's not like obviously a hard cutoff point unless they like have a chiseled like, you know, cheekbone or something. And so then it's like, that's where you'd have like a softer shadow. So a lot of that's just, you know, years of drawing faces or anything really, and just understanding how shadows work. Like these things aren't like things you just learn immediately and you're a pro at it right off the bat after learning it. Like, oh yeah, duh, now I know how to do it. Like you really have to study these things and do them so many times, and then like do it on your own a lot, and like, or find lessons on how to do it, and man, just do it over and over and over and over again until it's drilled into your head. Does anyone here have manga art for free and have Discord? I don't know. I gotta head out. Well, thank you for coming by, Anna. I'll catch you to stream. Have a great night. You too. Find me on Destiny. Yes, I will find you on Destiny. That's awesome. I need to draw some more Destiny art too. It's been a bit. This reminder looks absolutely amazing. Thank you. At this point, I'm kind of just absentmindedly filling in the little things that are left. I have to like unify her a little bit more. I think she looks pretty good, but I want to soften up and like kind of saturate her whole look a little more, and I'm gonna add some like orange overall. And how do I want to do this? I kind of like that. Looks good. We'll do that. Makes you look a little irradiated. A yellowy highlight for her eyes. Actually, let's do the other side. And then I'm gonna pull up the lightest color I have, which is on her chin. And I wanna like pull up on the sides of her nostrils and in the little corners of her eyes. And then just kind of throughout her face to like bring out her highlights again. Hi, Ulysses. Thank you. And bye, Drawing Cloud. It was nice to see you again. Hustling for manga artists. Alright, I think we're nearing the completion for this part of her. I kind of want to like have some depth there. Oh wait, I forgot our face paint. And then we'll call her good. And then we'll finish up the rest of them tomorrow. Shade. Put more red. Cute. Chloe. All right. She does have a vault suit. Oh, it's like totally makes it look like she has a vault suit. Oh, that's so funny. Yeah. No idea how I stumbled upon this, but I'm glad I did. Well, nice to see you, Mia. Thank you for coming by. I am starving, so I need to go eat. But I will work on the rest of these tomorrow, and we'll have a lot of fun making them look good. But yeah, so far so good. So, do you guys know anyone that's streaming right now that I should go raid and throw you guys all over at them? Well, thank you for coming by, Tal. It's fun. It honestly like excites me so much when I start up the stream and I'm still kind of like getting ready and I have like 5 or 6 of you guys saying hi. That makes me feel really good. But how can I find somebody who's streaming right now that we can go jump over into and say hi to? Because I want to pay it forward. Thank you for coming by. Let's see who's live. I don't know how to do this. All right, we'll pay it for tomorrow. I'll figure out how to find people that are streaming and everything tomorrow. All right, I gotta eat. I'll see you guys.